So we're going to keep using the layer mask tool. This is just another way to use it. So we just click on layer mask button, which is the rectangle with the circle at the left hand corner of the screen. You just want to zoom in a little bit. And you press Ctrl+ to zoom. And we just hold down our spacebar and click with our mouse to drag. So we're just going to choose another object to color in. I thought if we chose something that was a bit harder to select. So zoom out a little bit so we've got it in the right part of the screen. And we've got our layer mask selected, so what we want to do is we want to select the paintbrush, and because it's black is the color, that's what we'll draw, and where it's white, that's what we'll take away. So the red part of the image is what we're using to try and get an idea of what sections we can select and really make it perfect when we make our selection. So I've just got my paintbrush tool and I'm selecting all around the edge of this rock, and I'm just drawing by clicking down and moving it around. So again, I'm just going to go outside the lines as well so we can see what it's like when we try and correct it. So now that we've got like a basic outline, you can change the size of your brush as well. So I'm just going to try and color in, and because that's taking so long, I'm going to have a go at making my brush bigger, which you just use the bracket tool for. You just color over the top of it. Ctrl+ to zoom in, and we want to drag down again just by using the spacebar. And what we want to do is we want to just switch that black and white section in the corner down, and then to make your brush smaller you use the other bracket tool, which will be the left hand bracket tool. And then you just want to draw around the edge, so it means you can get really close when you're selecting things. So if you've got something that would take far too long to use the pen tool with, this way is a lot easier. It's also a lot easier on things that are rounded or curved. So now we want to unclick the selection tool, and we can see there's a few little bits in the middle there that aren't quite selected. And see how we've got little running ants around the outside? That means that everything else in the image is selected, but not our little rock here. So I'm just using the paintbrush tool and click on the layer mask button again, but we want it to be drawing onto it. I'm just going over those areas where I saw that there was some little dotted lines. So when you've got the layer mask tool, it means that you can drop in and out of the selection and see what you're actually selecting. So we want to paint our color again. So we get our dropper tool. We've got to pick out what color we want to do it. So we get our dropper tool and we pick one of the colors. So this is our actual rock. But we might want something a little bit darker. And we come back in. And this is what we did before as well. On the background, we just want to paint it that color. And so it's done the outside again. So this is because, as I said before, it's selecting the outside at the moment instead of the inside of our rock. So all we have to do then is go to undo it. And see, they're the dotted lines. So when you've got those around the edge and around your image, you just want to go to select and then inverse. So now we just want to click on our rock, making sure that we're in the background section of the background layer, not the key layer. And so we just click on that one and then zoom out, and then we've got some color in our rock. So this is what it looks like without the key layer on. If you click the little eye that's next to the key layer, if you hover, it'll say indicates layer visibility. And that's what it looks like with it on.